This all started on New Year's Day 2024, when detectives with the Portage County Sheriff's Office pulled her over. Now, what the detectives told brothers shocked her. They were investigating a restaurant owner who was a sex offender, and somehow she got involved in this.
Does she walk? Does she talk? Does she come complete?
Miranda Brothers' lawsuit makes several claims, including malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and a number of constitutional law violations.
She was pure like snowflakes. No one could ever stain.
Now, Miranda Brothers is an officer with the Manaway Police Department.
But of course, years go by, and I'm looking through a girly magazine, and there's my homeroom angel, and the pages in between.
And she was later charged with a misdemeanor count of endangering children for allegedly leaving her son with a...
So soft and fuzzy sweaters, too magical to touch. And to see her in that negligee is really just too much.
They may see other things on that phone they don't want to see, but they're not going to see anything that involves sex.
My blood runs cold. My memory's just been sold. My pig needs a centerfold. What's up, Whiskey? What you sniffing out? What you sniffing out over there? Oh, I see. I see what you got. How's it going, everyone? Whiskey's on the hunt, sniffing out some dinner. I think he found some bacon over here. So we're gonna scope it out. Seems really suspicious. One of his partners just went by too. Must be inside buying some drugs. We'll keep an eye on it. So we're keeping an eye on it, but no one's in there, so I'm thinking either he's in there buying drugs or it's a decoy. They're always tempting me to just take off on a joyride, right? Anyways, let's get to it. Today's video. This is number 333. Video number 333. So in the spirit of that, of course, today's video is going to have to be about cops, right? And you and I both know, we're smart enough to know none of them's worth a damn and they're all nothing but crooks, right? So, and have you, as you may have guessed by today's intro, slow down. Tell Whiskey's built for the snow. Anyways, as you may have guessed from today's intro, we're going to talk about this case out of Ohio here. It's going down. Let's check it out.
To Crime Fix, I'm Anjanette Levy. Miranda Brothers is a police officer in Northeast Ohio, and now she's taking the sheriff of the county where she lives to court, claiming she was prosecuted for endangering her 5-year-old son with no evidence, and that a sheriff's detective found private photos of her on her cell phone during the investigation and then shared them with his fellow deputies. This all started on New Year's Day 2024, when detectives with the Portage County Sheriff's Office pulled her over. Now, what the detectives told brothers shocked her. They were investigating a restaurant owner who was a sex offender, and somehow she got involved in this.
No big secret. We're doing an investigation. It involves Sebastian.
Okay.
Okay. No big secret.
Okay.
That has spilled over.
Okay.
Okay. We've been dealing with the prosecutor.
Okay.
Okay. We need to talk to you.
Okay.
And Job and Family Services is going to. Okay.
Temporary custody.
They're going to take custody of my kid?
Yes.
For what?
We will explain all that to you as we go. Okay. I'm just letting you know where we're at and what we're doing. Okay. And we're going to get things figured out as best we can for you. Okay. So.
What the heck?
Take a minute, digest. Okay.
What did you're going to take custody of my kid because of him?
So these guys, sheriffs, whatever, her fellow Blue Line gang members, go ahead and take her child, right? Then They take her stuff. I am sure, whatever, did they put her in jail? I don't know. But they search her stuff. She probably didn't do jail time. She didn't get arrested for nothing. But they had to search her stuff because they were investigating this dude, right?
All right. We got a couple more people coming. We'll get things taken care of. And we're going to do this. Listen, okay? What I want to do right now, okay, is I can't minimize anything for you right now. But I want to minimize everything I can for Alex, okay? So work with us on that one, darling, and we'll go from there, okay? All right. You say there's a dog, too? Is he going to bite my head off?
No.
Okay.
How long do I have to go without him?
That's not up to me, but we're going to do what we can, okay? But I'm going to tell you one thing, okay? That you working with us is not going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Do you have your cell phone? Where's it at?
3 years.
Okay.
So, let me see what I can do. So, this search warrant for your cell phone, okay?
I have my chief on the phone so I can hang up.
Okay,
hang up.
Please.
I have to go.
In the meantime, they find all her naughty photos. Right?
I just picked up my son in Virginia from my RPA.
I am not going to lie to you. Yes, that was me sitting there.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. I'm a really crappy liar, Miranda, so I don't do it.
I
Okay.
don't either. I don't have anything. They may see other things on that phone they don't want to see, but they're not going to see anything that involves Sam.
So this is bad enough on the face of it, right? Let's consider this. First of all, let's consider she's a cop, right? We'll get to the real significance of that in a minute. But so she understands how these things go. She now has lawsuit available because the case got dropped, right? And they pull all this stuff. Now there's, if you watch the full video where I've showed some clips, if I'll put a link in it. Other people have talked about, so I'm not for sure whose video I'll put. Let's check this out. We're on a drive here to up our subscribers. We are so thankful. We are at 500, right? So we have our chart, and here's our chart. They call it a flood chart, but really Whiskey and I put it up here to keep track of our subscriptions. Here is the red line, and that's the 500 mark, and we're just a little bit above that. Then the yellow line is the 1,000 mark, or we'll say 1776. That's the goal, right? But the ultimate goal is to reach the blue line, right? That's way up there. That's way high up there, right? And that's our goal, to get as high as the blue line. Come on, y'all! Don't be a mess for me when I die. Right? So anyways, so don't forget to hit that like button. So anyways, all right, now we'll consider what's going on here. As I said, she's a cop, so she understands how they work, right? So when this case gets dropped, now she decides she's gonna sue. This may be a mistake for her, right? Now she's going against her fellow Blue Line people, right? They dropped the case. I assure you, the only reason the case got dropped is because she was a cop. If this was you or me gotten into this kind of sticky situation, they would still pursue it 100%. Ask, right? You just see it every day. So, all right, but her being a cop understands how they operate. So somebody, oh, I bet they got into my photos and done all this stuff, right? So now they find out. That's how they found out. Because the point is, if it's just you or me and they take your stuff and your phone, you'll never know that they were passing your photos around, right? You can't trust these thugs. And that's the next point. That's the next point. Like I said, today's video is it should be video number 333, right? Those who know. This is the significance of how they operate, right? How their clan operates. That's a significant number for them. So I'm sure to have a lot of downvotes on this because plenty enough of them are watching. But I'm appealing to you guys now, you cops that are watching, because here's the more important point. I guess maybe not more important, because it is a fact that, this woman was as a citizen, she's violated. right? And it ruins her life and everything else. But, you know, she's got steps she can take because she's one of them. And that makes it a little bit different. But here's another point we're missing. Yes, she's one of them. This is how bad it's getting and how dangerous it's getting. When it gets like this, it gets dangerous for the rest of us because they are turning on their own and eating each other. That's what it has come to. That's how greedy the system has gotten, that they are now turning and eating each other, right? So if you think they will let up 1 inch off of you while they're going after their own, I don't think so, right? And I've noticed that here lately in this area. Well, in her case is Ohio. I'm not for sure what's going on. Is a battle about to start? Because I assure you, I will step to the front lines to fuel that fire, right? Because around here, we're noticing the state police are pulling over sheriffs, right? And giving them DUIs and stuff like that. OVIs, whatever. And then we're seeing where sheriffs are messing with city police, right? Vice versa. Okay, is there a battle, a civil war going on in the blue line? Because I'll be glad to fuel that fire, right? Let it all come crumbling down. But this is how dangerous it is. They're going after each other. How much more are they coming after us? And at the end of the day, the most important point of this whole thing is this is how disgusting cops are, right? And our system of law. These people will just do whatever to wreak havoc on your lives without a valid enough reason. And they don't give a shit what happens and what comes about from it.
Now, Miranda Brothers is an officer with the Manaway Police Department, and she was later charged with a misdemeanor count of endangering children for allegedly leaving her son with a sex offender. Detectives wrote, Juvenile A has been observed being watched by the offender alone without any other adult supervision. It is believed that Brothers allows the offender to spend extended periods of time along with Juvenile A. The prosecutor asked to dismiss this case in July, claiming a witness wasn't available because of a medical issue, and the judge granted the motion. Now Miranda Brothers is suing, and she claims the state never had any evidence to begin with. Miranda Brothers' lawsuit makes several claims, including malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and a number of constitutional law violations. She also says she lost income because of the misdemeanor charge. The suit says, as a result of the removal of Juvenile A and/or the criminal prosecution for endangering children, plaintiff Brothers was prohibited from accepting overtime/off-duty details as a police officer for the village of Manaway. Portage County Sheriff Zukowski was informed of the actions of his detectives and supported their actions.
They don't care how they treat anyone. They got no hearts, no conscience. Right? They'll pull you on the side of the road, rip your kids out of the car, and, you know, had it not been her being a cop, they might have even done worse, right? Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it very much. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all of his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. See ya.